Zoe, curious why you wrote a story about a 40-year-old actress who's struggling for work in Hollywood.
Well, it doesn't seem like a very unusual story. No, I think for me personally, writing is parts of my life and parts of my life. So although this movie doesn't exactly pertain to the person that I am, it definitely has feelings of who I am or what this age brings to me and what I'm noticing about myself and about others. And so I thought Hollywood was a really interesting metaphor, place to set a stage, because it's so about this kind of outside look and what you look like and how thin you are and how perfect you can be, and this striving for perfection that's so I know it scares me a little bit because it's not really who I am. I like the kind of messy parts of life, and so I thought this would be a really good way of describing what it's like to have all those pressures on you as a 40-year-old woman. And before you completely accept that you are past a certain age, you're still fighting for that youthful moment, and how do you find that balance and make it serve you the best way?
Right. And it reminds me of the documentary Searching for Deborah Winger, where there were various Hollywood actresses interviewed about getting older in the industry. And I think they talked about that gray area where once you're 35 to maybe 50-ish, there's very few roles that you can play. Maybe once you're past that 50 mark, there's more sort of grandmother or maternal type roles. Mm-hmm. What's your experience been with that in terms of casting for your own films and talking to other actresses about that gray area that this film seems to be about?
Well, I don't think we're ever aware of our age until we're that age, and then it all becomes all too, there. I think about, it's funny, I think about my mom, and my mom had some of her best roles ever in her whole life, or anyone's life, in her 40s and her 50s, and it's because my dad saw something in her that was a very vital woman, there was a certain understanding of the complexities of when you get older and a woman over 40, because we're full of all kinds of interesting things that maybe we weren't 10 or 20 years ago. So yeah, I talk about it a lot with different actresses because I'm interested in writing parts for, and I'm not just specifically interested in writing parts for women, but I like writing parts for women because I'm a woman and I see what they go through, and it's an interesting exploration. So yeah, I think everybody's very concerned. I think that there is a building consciousness about it, that people, men and women alike, are starting to feel the imbalance of it and starting to, if not fight for, at least wish for some movies about, these women in these ages.